Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning to my lecturer. My name is Syaqir and today me and Marcus will present my group Amogus on the topic of machine learning. So let's buckle up and explore together the wonders of machine learning and how it will change the future of human civilization. So what is machine learning, you may ask? So machine learning by definition is a branch of artificial intelligence or AI, and computer science focuses on the use of data and algorithms to imitate the way that human learns, gradually improving its accuracy. So you may wonder, what are the applications of machine learning right now? So first one is very obvious, it's social media features. So social media platforms integrate machine learning algorithms to help deliver personalized experience to you. Facebook notes your activity, including your comments, likes, and the time you spend on different types of content. The algorithm learns from your activity and makes pages and friend suggestions tailored to you. Another example is TikTok. The algorithm itself, the algorithms that in your For You page is basically what it says. It's for you. It is personally tailored and it reads and scans through what is your current interest and your likes throughout you using the app. So the second point is virtual assistants. So Apple's Siri, Amazon's Alexa, and Google Now are all popular options if you're looking for a virtual personal assistant. These voice-activated devices can do everything from search for flights to check your schedule to set alarms and more. Machine learning is a key component of these smart devices and speakers. They collect information and refine it each time you interact with them. The machine can then use the data to give you results that are best matched to your preferences. Third point is product recommendations. Popular among e-commerce websites such as Amazon, product recommendations are a common machine learning application. It lets these sites track your behavior based on your searches, previous purchases, and your shopping cart history to make suggestions and recommendations about products you may be interested in. And lastly, image recognition. This complex technology is cropping up in a variety of fields. In your everyday life, you probably come across this while uploading a photo to your social media platform. When you tag someone in an image, the platform recognizes them. It can also be transformative for identifying potential threats or criminals, unlocking phones and mobile devices, and finding missing persons. Furthermore, what are the types of machine learning? So machine learning is not a one thing. There are many branches to it, and I will explain 3 to them for you. So first one is supervised learning. The second one is unsupervised learning, and lastly is reinforcement learning. Supervised learning is effective for a variety of business purposes, including sales forecasting, inventory optimization, and fraud detection. For examples of use cases include predicting real estate prices, classifying whether bank transactions are fraudulent or not, finding disease risk factors, determining whether loan applicants are low risk or high risk, and lastly, predicting the failure of industrial equipment, mechanical parts. Moving on, unsupervised learning. This type of machine learning is widely used to create predictive models. Common applications also include clustering, which creates a model that groups objects together based on specific properties, and association, which identifies the rule existing between the clusters. A few example use cases include: first, creating customer group based on purchases. Second, grouping inventory according to sales and or manufacturing metrics. Lastly, pinpointing associations in customer data. Third, reinforcement learning. Reinforcement learning is applicable in areas capable of being fully stimulated that are either stationary or have large volumes of relevant data. So, in the use scenario, first is teaching cars to park themselves and drive autonomously. This can be seen in modern day Tesla, and also Mercedes have their own park assistant for the newer models. Second, dynamically controlling traffic lights to reduce traffic jams. Third, is training robots to learn policies using raw video images as input that they can use to replicate the actions they see.
Thank you, Syaqir, for a great explanation on a basic knowledge that you need to know for machine learning. So, for my part, I will explain the advantages and the disadvantages of machine learning. So, let's get a move on, shall we? Alright, so let's learn about the advantages of machine learning. First of all, machine learning is automatic. So, since it is automatic, it eases our life a lot more when we are studying, because when it is automatic, we can just learn easily by simply inserting an input or data that you want to compute, and then it will automatically compute for you and give you either an accurate result or the best result possible. Next is it is used in various fields. So machine learning has helped us develop a better understanding of each field, and shows that there are no limits when developing a certain field. So, for example, let's say that the machine learning has contributed in dentistry, or maybe medical, or even or architectural and engineering. So machine learning has really provided a bigger scope for us humans to work on, so that we can achieve higher results. Next, the advantages of machine learning is it can handle varieties of data. So whatever you input, either it be in the shape of it be the shape of numbers, numerical, and auditorial even, or even pictures, it will able to handle all the data and give you the result that you could have want. So machine learning really helps us when we do need them. So next advantage of machine learning is it can identify trends and patterns. Now, what does this mean? So it means that whether we have a graph showing us graphical results, it can sort of predict the future through algorithm, and it can predict like the future result. My best example that I can give is through stock marketing. So when we invest in certain stock market, we can see that it either rise or it either plummet down. So with the help of machine learning, we can predict what will happen in the next course of few days, and then so that we are able to choose and be wise about our investment in stock market, either to pull out or just keep it in. So next advantage of machine learning is scope of advancement. And the last advantage of machine learning is it is considered best for education. This is targeted to students who are in universities or even as young as in high schools, because machine learning will guide them and will aid them during their studies, because they provide a variety of sites and applications that are able to help in learning for students to use. So this machine learning really benefits students the most, especially in terms of education. Now, we have learned the advantage of machine learning, but as the saying goes, there's always pros and cons for each things that we build. So with machine learning, even though has helped us in many ways in our daily life, it also comes with its own consequences and disadvantages. So as the
Hi, everyone. I'm Elon Musk.
of disadvantage of machine learning is to take quotes from Elon Musk. AI is far more dangerous than nukes. These words from Elon Musk has proof that AI could someday be the end of humankind and has a higher chance to threat our existence than nuclear warfare. So, I'll be continuing to the disadvantages of machine learning. Machine learning, as we all know, is not a perfect device that are able to do our work with God's power. So, we all know it is human-made, so they are bound to have its own failure. So, one of the disadvantages of machine learning is it has probably a 1 or 2 chances of error or fault. This means that even though we are comfy enough that it is very precise and accurate when giving out results, sometimes there could be a margin of error that will cause a significant change in our result, that could cause a lot of money, and it could cause maybe a long domino effect that will destroy our career. Moving on to the second disadvantage of machine learning, which is data requirement is more time consuming and more resources are required. Now, what does this mean? This means that when we are acquiring data or acquiring inputs, it is more time consuming than when we are gathering data physically. Now, this could mislead some of the viewers, but this means that when we are acquiring data, it must be accurate as possible, and we must make sure that we have the rights to use it. So it is very time consuming, and more resources required means that we need the most precise results we can get. So when we need more resources, thus we need more time when collecting data. So moving on to the next disadvantages of machine learning. Next is inaccuracy of interpretation of data. Now, this is undoubtedly one of the most common mistakes in interpreting analytic data, which is falling under the spell of numbers. Instead, you need to keep in mind that it's real uses that those collected numbers represent. Once taken out of their context, numbers lack their true value. Finally, the last disadvantages of machine learning that we selected is that it requires more space. Space in this context means we need more space in our drive. So when doing computing stuff or machine learning in general, scientists usually use a computer referred as supercomputer, which contains a huge amount of space that could compute multiple or millions of data coming into the supercomputer and interpret it. So for now, I will continue on explaining to you what career path student can take when studying machine learning. So let's get right to it. What are the highest salary paying of careers? What career path that has the highest annual salary when learning machine learning? So there are 4 main machine learning course or career path that students can go through when choosing the best job for them and acquiring the highest average annual salary. So in number 1, spot, we have machine learning engineer with the average annual salary of $100,844. And continuing the trend is data scientist. Next is natural language processing scientist, or we can short it to NLP, which has a disgusting amount of average annual salary of $80,753. Do keep in mind that this is in US dollars, which is one of the number one currency in our market right now. So these numbers are high. So the final one that offers a high salary pay job is business intelligence developer. Now, if you are illiterate or maybe don't understand what this really means, it just means that you can get rich quick. So, to summarize it all, machine learning is like children. You teach them to do certain things and they will do it. Now, that is all from our group, Amogus, and I'll see you in the next slide. Peace!